the brush when startled, disappearing for good, earning them the nickname the Ghost of the Forest. And now out to your right-hand side, we do have an okapi standing up out there. Now, despite the zebra-like stripes on the okapi's legs, they're actually one of the closest living relatives to the giraffe. One side of this is their long, sticky tongue they use to reach into trees and bushes, pulling food to their mouth. They will also use that long tongue to clean their whole entire faces, including their own eyeballs and reaching back. The okapi does grow around to 5.5 to 6 feet tall, with females being larger than the male okapi. And now standing up on the hill to your right-hand side, there is a greater kudu up there, that tan antelope up there. That is also a female kudu, as it does not have any horns on top of its head. Only males do. And they are quite impressive, as they can grow to 6 feet long. And now sleeping on your left-hand side is a black rhino out there, folks. Now we can tell that it's a black rhino for two good reasons. One, its size, as black rhinos only grow to 3,000 pounds, making them one of the smallest rhinos. But that's alright, they're taking their midday nap. So we'll let them continue with that as we continue on. With a few more greater kudus in the bushes to your right-hand side, standing up as we speak. They stand 5 feet tall at their shoulders, making them the second largest antelope on the reserve. Alright, I do believe that is all the friends we have moving around in the immediate forest, so we're going to keep our day fun and exciting and head towards the Safi River now. The Safi River is going to be on your right hand side here momentarily as we make our way down to the river's edge. And we have arrived at the river with a Nile hippo to your right hand side out there, folks, showing off their amazing 5,000 pound size. The Nile hippo can also hold its breath for several minutes, and they will eat up to around 100 pounds of food every day. Now that one is not a fully grown hippo, possibly only weighing around 35 to 4,000 pounds. On their backs, which only really show up during mating season. They also have a 9-foot wingspan, which is as long as the benches you're sitting on from door to door. And with a 9-foot wingspan, they actually only weigh around 12 pounds each. And now, though Nile hippos weigh as much as a car, they can still swim through the water, though they much rather do what this one's doing, which is running along the bottom of the rivers. It is just off the edge of the river there. We can just barely catch a glimpse of it moving around, but I do see the rest of the float up ahead. They do also sleep under the water, preferring to do so fully submerged, as they have a special muscle that will flex, floating them up to catch their breath, and then go back down without even waking themselves up. Couple running along there to your left-hand side as we found the rest of the... That does appear to be the whole float back there, though. That's alright, because not only do we have Nile hippos, but Nile crocodiles like the one out there to your left-hand side. They grow up to 20 feet long and can weigh 500 pounds like that one there. Now, it's probably not smart to stop on this sketchy-looking bridge here, but it should be fun to slowly roll across as you look back to your left-hand side, that Nile crocodile. Eat up to half its body weight in just one sitting. So this means an adult Nile crocodile can eat 250 pounds of food for just one meal. And this ability does allow it to go weeks, sometimes even months in between meals, depending on scarcity of food in their area. Alrighty, now we're going to leave the Safi River behind and head towards the open savanna now. And one sign that we're almost there will be this large tree coming up on your right-hand side here. That right there is a baobab tree. The large trunks of the baobab tree will soak up water, storing it for dry and hot seasons, with many animals learning that they poke holes in that tree, they'll get a much needed sip of water. Sometimes referred to as the upside down tree, as they are known to go leafless for up to 9 months out of the year to conserve even more water for themselves. And as we come to overlook the savannah, we have a tower of giraffes out there, including a baby giraffe in the distance, along with a dazzle of zebras and a small herd of springbok. We will talk about everything in great detail as we get close to them, I promise. Now those are Maasai giraffe based off their rough and jagged spots, and they can grow to 20 feet tall like the adults there now, with babies like that one in the distance being born around 6 feet tall. And that dazzle of zebras there as well. Zebras get that group name dazzle from the dazzling effect they have when they stand next to one another, making it hard for predators to determine where one zebra ends and you will start to notice there are few to no low-hanging branches on trees in the savannah. This is due to that tower of giraffes frequenting the area, using their 18-inch long tongue to pull down those branches. And if the adults stick out their arms now and you look from your elbow to your fingertips, that is as long as a giraffe's tongue. And now we do have some friends sleeping on your left-hand side here as we speak, everybody. Sleeping in that cave are some African painted dogs. Now do not let their cuteness fool you. They're one of the most successful hunters on the savannah. They hunt their prey down to the point of exhaustion, trading out who chases it, wearing it down slowly, with great teamwork and speed as they can run up to 30 miles an hour for... And now laying down to your left-hand side by that down tree, there is one standing up back there as well, the sable antelope. We can just catch a glimpse of them there now, the mascot for the Harambe Wildlife Reservation. The sable is also a symbol of courage as they are known to stand up to their own predators in the savannah. Now we're going to be making our way towards that dazzle and tower out there. Our way here very soon. And back up to speed. Now we're going to be able to tell those are Hartman's mountain zebras, as their stripes do not cover their bellies fully, and they have a pouch of skin hanging down on their neck with large veins in it, used for regulating their body temperatures, called a dewlap as well. The Hartman's mountain zebra also has the smallest hoof of any zebra, which helps them navigate the rough and jagged terrain of the mountains. We're going to get quite close to some of them on your right-hand side here. Oh, to your left-hand side, a zebra just startled that baby giraffe there, so he came out from behind that tree. Now that baby giraffe looks to be around 7-ish feet tall, so I would say they're only about 6 months old. Maybe possibly 7 months, but not quite. You're starting to notice some horn-like structures on top of that baby giraffe's heads and all of giraffes' heads. Those are called ossicones. They act as sort of a built-in helmet for giraffes. And one way that built-in helmet helps the baby right there is mothers give birth standing up. Meaning when a baby giraffe is born, it will fall 6 feet down to the ground and into the world. But that's okay. They can stand up and walk around almost immediately after birth. And we're going to get quite close to a zebra on our right-hand side. Here's this walking right next to the road. With a few more giraffes on your right-hand side. And these are Maasai giraffes still. Oh, and that zebra is going to bully that baby giraffe a little bit more. Quite sad there. And he's going to be in the road, so we got a little giraffic jam here forming, but that's all right. He's going to be quite close on your right-hand side here, so we're going to get between the two of them. We do also have a springbok to your left-hand side out there. The smallest antelope on the reserve, only weighing around 100 pounds each. They do run to 55 miles an hour though, and can jump 6 feet high and leap 13 feet forward from a standing position, making them quite the athlete. And we do have the rest of that tower of giraffes hiding unsuccessfully from me in the trees there now. Now I do believe that baby giraffe is going to stand by its mom now. So we're going to continue on through the open savanna, searching for the rest of that tower of giraffes, as there's probably more close by. Now you will find a lot of giraffes eating throughout the day. They eat for 20 hours out of the day. They actually only sleep for 30 minutes each. That adds up to that total of 30 minutes, and we found the rest of that tower to our left-hand side here now. Showing off their amazing height for us. And now sadly we're going to have to leave our tall and slightly shorter friends behind here in the open savanna, as we're going to make our way towards a more foresty part of it to see what else we have moving around out there today, as we have a large broken tree here pushed over by something quite big. We're going to see if we can find the culprit up ahead. Now it's going to take something of considerable size to break a tree that big. So hopefully we can catch it still in the nearby area. Now we do have a male elephant out to your right-hand side out there, folks. Now we can tell that is a male with two good things. One, its size, as females only grow to 8,000 pounds. Males like that one standing menacingly out there grow to 13,000 pounds. And while females always travel in a group, males are more solitary, preferring to be alone. And females travel in a group known as a matriarchy, meaning the oldest and wisest, the matriarch, leads the group. And now all elephants do this, as they have large blood vessels in the back of their ears. So when they flap them, that air will cool off their blood, cooling off their bodies in turn. And now while males are solitary, they will form groups around the mating season, called a bachelor group, to distract us. But it does appear we will not be luckily distracted from the swaying motion occurring as well. That's all right. We made it safely across, just like I hoped we would. Coming to round this corner here, we have some red clay walls now. We have tusk marks on the right-hand wall there. This is a sign of more elephants being nearby, as they will break off to then eat the red clay as sort of a daily vitamin. Like the females out to our left-hand side here with that baby elephant moving out there in the distance, everybody. Oh, give it a little shake out there for us. She's still learning to use her trunk like the females around her. We can also get a great look at the tusk on these here elephants that they will sharpen with the red clay as well. Now they are poached for them as they're made of ivory, which is highly valued on the black market around the world. And poaching and deforestation is especially devastational to elephants pregnant for 22 months. And with elephants being pregnant for almost 2 full years, this means babies are born at around 300 pounds. Catching another glimpse of her out there now to your left-hand side, we're going to try and catch up with her now. Now elephant trunks are prehensile, meaning they have thousands of muscles in them, and they can move them. But fun facts about baby elephants, when they are nervous, they will put their own trunk in their mouths to suck on as sort of a pacifier for comfort. We may be able to spot more out to your left-hand side there. There she is, everybody walking around still, flapping her little but still very big ears. She's picking stuff off the ground to then eat and try out there. Now she looks to be around 1,000-ish pounds, so about 1.5 years old. We have some wildebeest to your right-hand side, the second most densely packed mammal in the world, just behind humans. As wildebeest are known to travel in herds up to 1.5 million wildebeest. Alrighty, now we come to round this corner here. We do have a flamboyance of greater flamingos here. And they do appear to be hanging out near a weirdly shaped island. The greater flamingo is the largest and palest of all the flamingos, but the lightest as well. They get their pink coloration from the brine shrimp in the water that they eat, which carry a chemical called beta-carotene, giving them their natural pink glow. You will see them dunking their heads upside down in the water to grab the shrimp. They will then use their curved beaks, slowly pulling it up, to then filter the water from the shrimp. They will also sleep with their heads on their backs, as this is where their softest feathers are, acting as sort of a pillow for themselves. And now sadly we're going to have to wave goodbye to that baby elephant and her mom out there in the distance, and this flamboyance of flamingos here, as we're going to be heading back towards the... And now coming up on your left-hand side, we do have some white rhinos here. I can tell that based off their wide and flat mouths, and they grow up to 6,000 pounds. But don't let that fool you, they can run at 35 miles an hour. Even at a gallop like a horse, meaning they get all 4 feet off the ground while running. And we can see the true color of the rhinos on that far right one there, with the orangish ones due to recently rolling around in the mud. We have a couple more here to your right-hand side, quite close. Now rhinos love rolling around in the mud to use as either sunscreen or bug repellent, as their skin is just as sensitive as our skin. They will also use that mud to cool down throughout the day. And now rhinos also do have quite the poor eyesight, only being able to see around 6 to 8 feet in front of them. But they do make up for it with a great sense of smell and hearing as well. And now we're going to be leaving that crash of rhinos behind, heading towards some cat country, as I can see a cheetah sitting down on your left-hand side by that tree out there. There's one on the back hill and one by that tree on your left-hand side. The fastest animal in the savannah, running at 60 miles an hour. Getting up to top speed in just around 3 seconds, they'll only maintain it for about 200 yards. Now they layering noise too. I do see one more laying down to your left-hand side in the brush through the trees there now, if you can spot it quickly. But now, keeping with the big cat theme, we have some Kofi rocks coming up. These large and tall rocks are commonly frequented by lions to get a vantage point of things around them. Now there's no guarantee we'll see lions today, as they sleep up to 20 hours out of the day. They are dawn and dusk hunters, hunting most just before morning and just before nighttime. And they're quite successful in the dark, as they have the same vision as us, just 6 times better. And there's one there to your left-hand side that is a female, I believe, as she does not have a mane, only males do. And now based off her size and coloration, I would say she's only around 3 years old, meaning she's not fully grown yet. So we're gonna try and see her a lot better around these rocks here now. She is sitting up, but she's still laying down a little bit there, so she can be quite hard to see. Out to your left-hand side there. We can just spot her ears poking over that hill there now. There's actually another one laying down right in front of her. I see some more ears twitching there. And another one laying down by that stick between those two rocks there. So we do have 3 lions out there right now. I do believe that is a male out there by that stick. Now with the male not being fully grown yet, he's still learning to use his roar, but when he fully figures it out, it can be heard up to 5 miles away. And now we round this corner briskly before those lions wake up towards these large burrows that are most likely. They have 2 sets of tusks, one for digging and one for fighting, so keep your eyes peeled for some fuzzy looking rocks running around with a set of tusks on them. They do like backing all the way into their burrows to show off their tusks to deter predators from entering into them. But there are 3 sleeping in the very back now. They do look like some fuzzy rocks out there. Very, very back now. I do believe those are 3 females, as only males have that predominant wart on their face they're so much known for and where they get their name. And now out to your right hand side, we do have a water buck standing out there. The water buck secretes an oil which waterproofs their coats as they dive into large bodies of water for safety. Also drinking an abnormally large amount of water for an antelope of their size, around 4 gallons of water a day. And now we can see those warthogs a little bit closer on your left-hand side, sleeping out there now. And now we must also have a female ostrich nearby, as there is a fresh clutch of ostrich eggs out to your right-hand side. Those eggs can weigh as much as 3 pounds or 2 dozen chicken eggs, and they're just as strong as they are big, as the average person can stand on top of a single ostrich egg and not crack or break it at all. And with that, we are now going to be exiting the savannah, heading towards Magadi Glen. And now here in Magadi, we do have the warden's hut here. Though it does appear the warden is possibly out for a walk today, as they left their Jeep behind. But it does seem like since last time I've been here, the warden has recently adopted some Nigerian dwarf goats. They possibly got them for their high-protein milk. They may have also thought they were babies when they got them, but those are fully grown adult Nigerian dwarf goats. I do believe there's also one laying down in the back of the Jeep back there. Now, I do not believe or know if they're allowed to do that, but I won't tell on them if you don't, folks. There's a few more close by here to your left-hand side. But now, unfortunately, this is a sign our safari is now coming to an end, as we now have to head back towards civilization.